Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, March 17th. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you're all feeling well. Pastor Paul here again at Gethsemane Lutheran, just checking in with you all, just see how things are going out, and just sort of talk about. We're going to have an update later today or early tomorrow about Lenten services and stuff like that. I think we've currently are going to do online for the services. I think right now we're going to record them. We're still working on seeing if we can do them live on Facebook Live or maybe YouTube Live. I think the limiting factor for us right now is our Wi-Fi, so that's where we're at with that right now. But we'll definitely have either a recorded thing that you'll be able to find on YouTube, and then we'll also post a link in an email as well too, which I will send a link to the YouTube in the email with the update as well too, so you can come and it's on our Facebook as well too. So, and if you know somebody who doesn't have access to it, please share that with them the best way you can. It's still going to be on the local stations as well too. I just took a card down for them to have the service from Sunday, so you should be able to see it this week. So as we're going into new and uncharted waters, I think the thing to think about today is routines. What is your routine going to look like? Because one of the things that I think is scary for folks and people that have a nerve focus is suddenly their normal routine has had to change. We can't go to our jobs the way we do. We can't go to the store. We can't go to worship the way that we have in the past. And so, and we're at home for longer periods of time than we're used to. And so what do we do to, one, not get cabin fever, and two, how do we, instead of just binge watching TV the whole day, I think it's important to start a routine. And this is funny coming from the guy who's not a big fan of routines, but as this is going on, I'm learning more and more that routines are very important because it gives you a sense of security, it gives you a sense of normalcy, it gives you a sense of you know what to expect next. So it's just some things to think about when you think about routine is, so, we'll start with some of the basic ones is, how are we going to talk to God every day? So what could be that touchstone for you? Is it going to be when you get up in the morning? Is it devotions? Is it maybe the devotions at different times during the day? Maybe you do a devotion instead of in the morning, right when you get up, you do one at noon or one in the evening. When are you going to pray? Are you just going to do that in the evening, maybe before meals? How are you going to be intentional about praying? Is it taking 2 to 3 minutes somewhere just sitting in the sun? Because we've been having some good days with sun, at least today we are. Excuse me, I just got a frog in my throat today. I'm fine. And then also Bible reading. How do we get involved in our scriptures again? And I think with this last one, I'm going to try to put together sort of a program for us to look at. And I'm still going to be having Bible study. I'm working on seeing how we can do that online as well too. So I'm going to have Bible study tomorrow online. I don't know if it's going to be live online or taped online yet. I think more right now I'm more into taped, and then after that, seeing if we can do something called Zoom. I'm going to see how easy it is to use that today. I have a couple meetings with the other Senate folks today, and we're going to talk about how to use Zoom and stuff like that. So that might be coming down the pipe again. We'll let you know how things are going. So that's part of your routine. And then some of the other parts of your routine is how are you planning to get some exercise or just moving? Depending, and again, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV, but just what are those ways that you're going to keep yourself in motion? Because it's real easy during this time, and again, take your doctor's advice. If they don't want you to get up and walking for long periods of time, don't do that. But if you are able to physically move around, what are some of those things that you're going to do to keep yourself active? Are you going to be cleaning your house more? Are you going to be walking outside if you can? You don't necessarily have to walk down the street, but maybe if you have a backyard, go in your backyard. Walk around outside for a couple of minutes. But get up and stretch. Try to do that about every hour or 2 hours to keep the blood moving and to just to keep active. I think that's helpful. That's one thing to do. Where can you find some? Because right now, too, I just heard they've closed gyms and stuff like that, so it's a lot harder to go to a gym to exercise. So what are you going to do in order to be more active? Again, cleaning works really well. Doing the dishes, vacuuming. This might be the time to start cleaning, doing some spring cleaning. So as you think about that, what are you going to do to keep yourself active and keep in motion? For myself, I've been walking a lot more around, not just church, but around the community as well, outside. not in large groups of people, just by myself, so that if you're able to do that, maybe something like that as well too. Another thing to think about is you're going to have a bit of time right now. Is there something really that you would like to do? Do you want to? Is there some sort of creative avenue that you want to work on? Some hobby? Maybe you're a woodworker. Maybe this is a great time to do some wood projects, or a sewer. Speaking of sewers, this last week, the Trinity had a sale or a auction for the mental health fund that they do for with their local high school, and so I bought some stuff from that, and I got most of my purchases. So I got a Minnesota hot pads, since we do have people in the congregation like Minnesota, but to balance that out, I also got Wisconsin. So see, no favoritism. And then, of course, I had to get everybody's favorite team. Well, some people's favorite team is the Vikings, but I lost the ones for Green Bay. I put down, but I lost the auction for hot pads for Green Bay. So if you're bored and you have the materials to make me some hot pads, these are going to church. And so feel free to make some hot pads for church. It's going to be pretty funny at the end of this if we get like 14 or 15, but that'd be great, because I know how much people enjoy having this type of stuff around. So yeah, if you're bored and that's one of the things you want to do, that would be awesome. But yeah, what is something that you'd like to do? Maybe it's a book you wanted to read, or maybe there's a lot of online classes you can take right now, like Udemy. It's udemy.com. There's also a lot of other classes that you could take, that are on some fun stuff too. It's not like you're taking, if you enjoy a history class, but I've taken Udemy classes on how to do screenwriting and how to. I think I did one on psychology. There's a lot of different courses, and some of them might be having sales right now. Just take a look at the prices, But if that's something that you're wanting to do, maybe this is a good time to do that. Maybe it's a book you haven't read that you want to read, or maybe it's a writing project. This might be a good time to start journaling. How are you feeling during this time? This would be, as we look back on this period of time, 5 to 10 years from now, to have that type of journal to tell people what it was like as you live your life during this time. One of the things I also recommend during your routine is turn off the news for a little while. Sometimes it can get overwhelming, and so take some time, like I said, do some creative stuff. And the other thing for your routine each day is how are you going to stay connected with the people around you? Because a lot right now is we can't get out to see folks. So what are those methods that you're going to use in order to still contact folks? Are you going to be sending emails? Are you going to be writing letters? Are you going to be sending cards? Are you going to be calling? And make sure that you're doing that daily, talking to somebody daily, especially if you're not necessarily not just feeling well, but emotionally, if you're having a hard day. Make sure you reach out to somebody else and let them know that you're having a hard time. Again, I'm going to be at church, so you can always give me a call here. And I think on Thursdays and Fridays are going to be the days that I'm going to start calling on folks, seeing how they're doing, like phone calling. They don't want us going around to folks again. But if you need something, like you need some groceries picked up or you need some food, again, we still have some toilet paper left over. So if you need some toilet paper, I got it from the summer, didn't buy it just recently, got it from the summer for the summer food and fun program. So we got plenty of toilet paper. So if you need something though, don't hesitate. Again, let the church know. I think those are about it for today. Just try, like I said, try what's your routine, all right, and try to work on when you're going to get up in the morning and when you're going to go to bed. So let's just work on a routine to give you some normalcy. Some stuff, again, to sort of avoid during your routine. Watch how much TV you're going to watch. Give yourself some time to do some other stuff, especially get up, walk around, do something creative, turn off the news. It's also important right now not to look at your alcohol consumption as well too. This could be a time too where it's easy to get depressed and stuff like that. So please watch how much alcohol you're drinking right now as well too. And again, if you're feeling down, this is normal. Please give us a call at church or a friend of yours or family member and let them know how you're feeling and stuff like that. So I think it's important to do stuff like this as we go through this time together. We're still, like I said, we're going to have an update coming out either later today, or early tomorrow morning. Council's meeting tonight, and we're going to sort of figure out what we're going to do for church on Sunday, what that's going to look like and stuff like that. So you'll get lots of updates. Again, we'll put everything on. We'll send everything email, Facebook, website. You know, we're getting there. The hard part is there's just so much stuff that's happening, each day. And so we get, the goalpost sort of gets moved time and time again. So just know that we're going to do our best to try to communicate to you. And right now we're just sort of thinking what's the best next steps are. We're trying to follow what the Department of Health wants us to do, what the CDC wants us to do. We're just trying to make sure that we're honoring all that. Well, I hope you all have a great day. Again, like I said, think about what your routine is going to be for going forward. In some sense, this is a nice time to sort of, you get to choose what your routine is. And so given this period of time, what do you think would be the most helpful for you? So I think if you look at it from that framework, for right now, I think it'll help. So, well, you take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you later.